And our final match for broadcast here this evening, Garbine Muguruza, the qualifier, hasn't dropped a set so far at the event. He's playing Yanina Wickmayer. Been a wonderful day of action. The first meeting between these two players. And a good way to finish off the second round matches. Quarterfinal action coming up tomorrow. Coolish night in Hobart, but still plenty of fans out. Been a great day. Stadium about 3/4 full, which is great to see for the Wednesday of the event. And even more spectators will be out tomorrow. We won't be too far away from a start in this match. Earlier today, you're just catching up with the results. Estrella Cabeza Candela had a win over Elena Vesnina, who was forced to retire in the third set through injury, a hip injury. And Samantha Stosur beating Kristina Mladenovic of France 7-6 in the third set, went all the way to 9-7. Kirsten Flipkins, a winner over Storm Sanders, a brave performance from Storm. 4-6, 7-6, 7-6 the final score there. And the match just completed. Monica Niculescu 7-6, 6-1 over Mona Bartel. Cooling down, as you would expect this time of the evening. 10 degrees our low tonight, but a clear evening, and most importantly, light winds. Ideal conditions for the players. And we've certainly got some wonderful tennis still to come this evening.
This match with best of 3 tiebreak sets. Yanina Wickmayer won the toss and chose to stop.
Top of 23 degrees expected tomorrow, and sunny and 30 for Friday. And for the final day, partly cloudy and 22.
Time. First set, Yanina Wickmayer. Ready.
Yanina Wickmayer to get us underway. The last of our second round matches here in Hobart.
15.
Yeah, great trapping of the ball from Muguruza. And the 2 break points. Well, I would suggest if we do get a break of serve here, we might have an interesting record. I have to go back and have a look through all our matches. But I think every first game of the match has been a break of serve. I'm not 100% sure on that, but certainly Stos's match it was. I think in the Flipkins match it was. I have to check the other 2 matches, but seem to have early breaks of serve. So Garbine Muguruza to serve. The northern end of the court. Beautiful night in Hobart. That's a good serve. Great jamming serve.
15.
Frustrated early.
39.
Matt Richards just wandering in beside me. He's had quite a busy day himself. Watching sheep being thrown into the crowd and
lots of
tennis balls and all sorts of different things.
30,
and of course, interviewing the players straight off court, getting them on court. You've had a busy day.
Has been good. Plenty of interesting on-court festivities here in Hobart, Pete. I haven't seen sheep hit into the crowd before, or an egg and spoon race, but it's all happened in one day of action.
Now, this match was originally due to go on second on centre court. There was a doubles match featuring Rogowska and Sanders. And that match has been moved to Court Events Tasmania, which is one of the outside courts here in Hobart in their early stages. Rua Morena and Soler Espinoza, the all-Spanish combination, their opponents. The Spanish pair 2-1 in the opening set. Meanwhile, back here, great start for Garbine Muguruza. 2 games to love.
Yeah, very impressive young player, Garbine Muguruza. She had a breakthrough last year at the Sony Ericsson Open, where she beat Caroline Wozniacki. And was very impressive qualifying here in Hobart.
Yep, didn't drop a set. And didn't drop a set in her opening round match against Anne-Sophie Meshtak. Belgium. This match in the bottom half of the draw. The winner of this match to play Kirsten Flipkins, the 2nd seed in the quarterfinals.
14.
First ace in the match for Wickmayer. Looking to get on the board. Just get settled into the match. And does. Holds to love. Muguruza, though, with a break in the opening set, leading 2-1. Our final match for broadcast tonight here at the 2014 Hobart International.
Time.
Enjoy the conversation anytime at Hobart Tennis on Twitter. Been plenty of action. The Twitter been working overtime today here in Hobart. Great way to keep up to date with all that's happening at the tournament. HobartInternational.com.au, the website as well.
Love 15.
A lot of Twitter love for Storm Sanders from all her fellow Australian players during her match. Obviously just falling short against Kirsten Flipkins, but both Casey Delacroix and
15.
Renee Stubbs and others. Ash Barty as
Ashley
well.
Barty was one I noticed on the feed today.
Yeah, a lot of action to the @Hobart Tennis Twitter handle.
Just hasn't quite found a rhythm yet, Wickmayer, in this match. Frustrated a little bit early. Service game she won. She did hold to love, but still feel like Muguruza has made the better of the early running. Now really starting to work into it. Half-court ball nicely put away.
30.
Starting to speed up the pace, both of these players.
Yeah, you get the feeling early in this match that it's really going to be a case of who gets the first big hit on a ball in the rally. Both girls very tall, great athletes. And
oh, I'm trying to throw something different in there, Wickmayer. The right time to throw that in because Muguruza was already making the move forwards. That's great attacking play. The advantage of taking the ball nice and early. Taking the ball on the rise. So quick. Lovely backhand. 3-1 now in this opening set.
a great opening here from Garbine Muguruza. Just looks very comfortable here on centre court. And is not overawed at all by the presence of Yanina Wickmayer. She does boast some great wins. She's also defeated Angelique Kerber in the past, so obviously a great talent, notching some top 10 wins very early in her career.
Well, it's made a good rise up the rankings. 53 highest ranking. That was back in July. Has sort of been hovering around that mark ever since. He's 58 now. And it's about making that next step. Second round, Australian Open, Roland Garros, Wimbledon. Oh, but in great touch now. She actually had the second half of the year, or most of the second half of the year, off through injury. She had surgery on her right ankle. Yeah, so that kind of derailed her progression.
Yeah, whenever you see a 20-year-old, especially in modern day tennis with the population of the top 100 certainly aging, whenever a 20-year-old shoots through the rankings like Garbine has, you know that they're certainly a player on the rise. Hopefully she can form an affinity with Hobart this year and come well into the future.
Foot fault called. Oh yes, playing really solid tennis, Garbine Muguruza.
30-40.
Got a great game plan at the moment. Flown out of the blocks. Break point for 4-1. Amazing how early she's taking the ball at the moment, Garbine Muguruza. Another break of serve. 4-1 in this opening set.
A great opening there from Muguruza. Raced away to a 4-1 lead, and Wickmayer will need to regain her composure. Certainly at the moment getting worked around the court very well by the 20-year-old Spaniard. In meeting Muguruza today, found out she had to decide early on whether to represent Venezuela or Spain. Her mother is from Venezuela and she was born there, but her father is Spanish. And why not play for Spain when there are so many great players currently?
Well, and they've got great programs and academies set up in Spain at both men's and women's sides.
A lot of Spanish players here this week. I can't remember any WTA tournament recently where I've seen so many Spaniards in the draw. Estrella Cabeza Candela having a great week. Arul Barina as well, and Soler Espinosa on court currently against Sanders and Rogowska. It's certainly been a...
Well, certainly the tournaments that they play in Spain, you generally get a high concentration because there are a lot of wild cards, both for the main draw and also for qualifying. So the big tournament is Madrid in May.
15.
Yeah, certainly outside of Spain. No, it's a high representation, and it's good for tennis, good for world tennis.
Very good. Obviously, Suarez and Navarro put together a great year on the WTA Tour last year. Now top 15 in the world.
Mentioned that Wickmayer got through to the second round. Laura Robson took the first set 6-4. And problem here with Wickmayer, I think. Yeah, for Yanina Wickmayer. So a bit of a shock in this match. So 4-6, and then was leading 2-love before Robson retired, but it looked like we might have another retirement here. This is a bit of a shock because it didn't seem that there was anything terribly wrong with Yanina Wickmayer, but may not be feeling well. Obviously taking plenty of precautions. And so we'll wait. But Wickmayer has got the towel. Looks like she's packing her things into her bag. We'll get an assessment from the doctor, but this could be over very quickly. So the trainer is out there at the moment. It doesn't look good for Yanina Wickmayer. Just saying she might be feeling dizzy or have a headache or something like that. Muguruza in a very good position though. 4-1, 30-love. So we'll wait and see. So the doctor in consultation with the trainer. I'm just seeing the corner of your screen. So the doctor will have to make the final call on this in consultation with the player.
Ladies and gentlemen, unfortunately due to illness, Ms. Wickmayer cannot continue.
So it means Muguruza is through. A disappointing end to what's been a wonderful day here in Hobart.
Ladies and gentlemen, there is a doubles match being played on Events Tasmania court behind this one. If you're interested in watching more tennis, I suggest you just make your way around there. Thank you. So
Garbine Muguruza through 4-1 in the opening set before the retirement of Yanina Wickmayer. And it means that Muguruza, the qualifier, is through to the quarterfinals. And a bit of a surprise, the crowd, I think, a little bit stunned by it. But obviously Wickmayer not feeling very well. And so it means that Muguruza gets through. Easier match night than what she expected. Here she is downstairs with Matt.
Bad, and I'm sorry for her because she's a good player, so sometimes you have to do this.
Now, you put together a great year last year in the WTA Tour. It was interrupted a little bit by injury, but had some great wins over Wozniacki, Kerber. What are some of your goals for 2014 now that you're back on the court?
First of all, I'm really happy because I was injured, and I'm so happy to be back. But my goals are just to feel healthy and to be good and in competition, and that's the most important part.
Now, you're yet to drop a set here in Hobart. Must be enjoying your week. Came through qualifying, but have looked great on centre court. What do you? How are you hoping to finish the week, and what do you think about your match-up tomorrow in the quarterfinals?
Tomorrow I have a difficult match, like all the matches, and I'm so happy to be here in Hobart. I love this tournament. It's my second time, and I won here my first WTA, so for me it's incredible.
Very good. Now, we have a little competition here where we hit some sheep into the crowd. So if you could grab...
So Garbine Muguruza just pleased to be into the quarterfinals here in Hobart. Well, a disappointing end to what's been a great day. The results of today's action: Strela Cabeza Candela having a win, with Elena Vesnina unfortunately having to retire 4-1 in the third set with a hip injury. Samantha Stozer is through, defending Kristina Mladenovic 6-4, 2-6, 7-6. Went to 9-7 in the tie-break to decide that match. And Kirsten Flipkins a win over Storm Sanders 4-6, 7-6, 7-6. Monica Niculescu 7-6, 6-1 over Mona Bartel. And Garbine Muguruza 4-1 before Yanina Wickmayer was forced to retire in that match. So the quarter-final matchups: Stozer to play Jovanovski, Alison Risk will play Klara Zakopalova, Monica Niculescu to play Cabela Candela, Muguruza to play Flipkins. So they are the matches. We know Sam Stozer will be scheduled during the day tomorrow, so she'll be a part of the day session, but the schedule yet to be finalised. It won't be too far away, and for all the details, visit hobartinternational.com.au, and I think Zakopalova and Risk will be the first match, and probably Stozer Jovanovski the second match for our quarterfinals. But hobartinternational.com.au for all the latest details. It'll all be getting underway at 11 o'clock local time tomorrow on Centre Court. It's going to be another wonderful day of action, and we look forward to your company then.